I suffer with spastic paraplegia. What that means is my muscles go into spasm, which then paralyzes me. I have hardly any feeling in my extremities. It's so hard to describe. Well, for example, I went to the hospital yesterday. I was rushed in because they thought I was having a heart attack. And the first ECG indicated I was having a heart attack, that the vessels weren't closing right, but I had problems with my mobility because I hadn't taken my medication, and I was late in taking my medication, so I had difficulty, my legs were stiff, and I had difficulty transferring from the hospital bed into the wheelchair. Without my medication, if I was not to take it, all my muscles would seize up, and I would be unable to use my muscles in that properly, because my balance, basically the reason I am the way I am is my medication. If I stopped taking it, or it was stopped for whatever reason, I would have I'd get tremors all the time. I'd have difficulty standing. I'd be wobbly. There's a myriad of things that would happen if my medication was to stop. I get tired of people saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with me." They don't realize it's the medication. Without the medication, my disability increases tenfold. The medication stabilizes me. I'm on baclofen and methocarbamol. I'm on 2 or 3 different antispasmodics. I'm on painkillers. I'm on tablets for bowel spasm, bladder spasm, because they all go. I've lost control of my bowel in the past. So essentially, the way you see me is down to the fact that my medication is sustaining me. Without it, I would have so much difficulty, it'd be unbelievable. I have difficulty moving about with mobility, but it's not like I'm permanently wheelchair bound, because of the fact my medication, the regime they got me on, keeps me stable. And if they were to change it, or which has happened before, I've been in hospital and my medication's been altered for whatever reason, I seize up, and my mobility is 10 times worse, and it's more difficult to get from A to B, and then I need help with doing things that I don't normally need help with. It's frustrating. It's not fun being disabled, and it's not fun not knowing how your health is going to hit you one day to the next. And spastic paraplegia, why it is called paraplegia? Because in effect your body becomes paralyzed. You can't move your limbs. Everything, all the muscles literally seize up. It's like, let me put it this way: I've had spasm. I had a seizure. It affected me from the neck down, and I was unable to move. If I tried to move, my muscles gone rigid, so to speak, and it's difficult. And then when I'm like that, the doctors have to come in and give me a shot of diazepam to mobilize me again. But it's not fun being disabled, and I don't really enjoy it. I mean, if they had a cure for my illness, I'd take it, but I know they don't. They've already told me it's incurable. So, as the saying goes, I could just keep taking the medicine. But it is frustrating, because I know if something happened where the government said, right, you have to pay for your medication, I know, one, I couldn't afford it. I'd end up seizing up, and I wouldn't be able to look after myself, and that scares me more than anything else. While I'm on the medication, I'm relatively stable, but I've also got to be careful when there's a lot of people, even shopping. I found I've got to be careful because I've got a weakened immune system, and all someone needs to do is sneeze on me, that if they got a cold, and I develop a bad virus afterwards, and because my immune system's so weak, and I developed chest infections. I had 3 severe chest infections on top of each other in a matter of weeks, so it's not fun, and I feel for all my disabled brothers and sisters who are worse off than me. But I do know what it's like. I know what it feels like, and I get upset when I hear people taking the mick out of people like us that are disabled, because we don't enjoy being disabled, but we are people. We have thoughts and feelings, and we do have rights of our own, and we don't need to be. I've been called a spastic, which I hate, because I'm not a spastic. My limbs go into spasm, but I am not a spastic. I have a high IQ. I can I communicate with my MPs and everything about my concerns. I am not a spastic, and I don't like being referred to as such, and I don't like hearing any of my disabled brothers and sisters being called names either. Just because our bodies don't move right, or like my friend Yasmin, who's got mental health problems, we have intelligence. We are capable to hold conversations. We have limitations, but we know how to deal with them. And when people look their noses down at us and call us names, well, they should say, "But for the grace of God go I." And maybe they'll appreciate their good health, and hopefully with them, what they're saying about people like me, they don't end up finding out what it's like for real for themselves, because no one asks to be disabled. No one wants to be disabled, but those who attack those of us who are disabled, you never know if you find yourself in our shoes. So think carefully before you speak, and just treat everybody, regardless able-bodied or disabled, with respect, because we all are entitled to have respect as human beings. We need to treat each other like we would want ourselves to be treated, and that is all that is required. It's just giving respect to one another and treating each other as we want to be treated ourselves. So take care.